Gen Z will like cancel their parents for the likes. Like my generation, we have such reverence for our parents, you know, like if my dad said Oriental on accident, I would like try to correct him. But Gen Z will be like, you see this fucking asshole? Say it again, Dad. Let's cancel this motherfucker. This is my dad, guys. This is where he works. Let's fuck this guy up. And then the dad loses his job and like, we're out on the streets because you canceled me. We have no money. We're homeless now. Oh, well, okay. Oh, I didn't know the repercussions. I just wanted to cancel you. Poop is like a smelly time capsule. Is that anything? Okay, here's another thought. Do you not understand it?
No, go on with the poop thing.
No, that's all I got. Sorry. That's hilarious. I feel bad because you're like, all right, where's this going? And I'm like, that's it. That's all I got. That's as far as the thought goes. Poop is a smelly time capsule. Dying is like the last chore that you leave for people. Right? Because like you're gone, but your like body's just still here. Like someone's got to pick up got to pick you up at the end. You're like the last piece of trash that you gotta. Like as much as you don't want to be an inconvenience for people, like someone still has to deal with the body at the end. That's why when I go, I want to be burden free. I don't want to bother anybody. I'm gonna go on a Carnival cruise and just like jump off the. Like, oh, he killed himself and he's in the water. That was nice. No, we don't have to do a thing. Just don't worry about it. That's a selfless exit. You know, jumping on the tracks is the opposite of that. Like, there's splat and cleanup. That's like, you're being selfish. Mine is like a fucking Olympic no splash, just bloop. There's literally like one bubble and I'm out. So, are you guys familiar with Professor Xavier from X-Men? Yeah. So basically, he can make anybody do whatever he wants with his mind. But that superpower already exists, and it's called money. Like some Saudi prince is like, you shit in her mouth, and then kiss her. Like, no, I'll pay you this. He doesn't need to do this. He's just like, here, do. Here's a briefcase full of money. Do. I feel like every guy pretends they're an athlete up until a certain age, and then they pretend they're on the Joe Rogan podcast. And they're in their car, like, the thing about cancel culture, Joe, is... My buddy, he had a baby recently, you know, and they did a bris for it, and he invited me to the bris in San Francisco, but it's far away, I couldn't go. So then a few days go by, and then he sent me like an email just to friends and family. They're like, hey, here's like a YouTube link of the bris. And I'm like, oh, that's sweet to be included. But then I was like, this feels weird, clicking a hyperlink to a bris. Like, to go to a bris, that feels less weird than, it just feels more nefarious, clicking on a link to see a piece of a baby's dick get cut off. Like, when I'm behind a monitor and it's like a link to see a baby's dick get cut off, it doesn't feel right. I feel like if I hit that link, the FBI would just like repel and be like, get on the guard, you sick fuck! No, it's a bris. There's yarmulkes. Look. There's yarmulkes on the screen. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, mazel tov. And he just leaves. Congrats. Oh, I thought this was funny. Like my buddy's dog, he freaks out at bikes. So like if a person walks by, he's totally fine. But if that same person was on a bike going by, he's just like, and he wants to like eat the bike, he wants to tear it apart. And to me, that's kind of funny that like we can make that distinction between human, like that's a guy on a bike. That's what we see, but like the dog just sees like an alien. Like he doesn't know it's just a human on a thing. No, I got nothing. I got. All right, hold on. Let me comb through. Let me see if I have one banger, and then That'll be my dismount. All right, guys. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. So poop is a smelly time capsule. And, I just try to improv more to it. Okay. All right, this is dumb. Sometimes I think, like, are these thoughts... What's great about this show is you'll think of, like, really dumb thoughts that you would never do in a regular show, but this is such a, like, a safe space. You're like, why not at least let it live, maybe? So, like, the thing about stand-up is that it inadvertently trains your brain to, like, think about really dumb stuff. Because that's, like, a commodity. Like, that's how you make money. Sometimes the dumb thought is marketable and you could do it in different cities and stuff. So one of the dumb thoughts was, like, I was listening to Notorious B.I.G., you know? And he goes, the lyric, he goes, like, girls go pee-pee when they see me. And I thought, like, it would be more impressive if girls went poo-poo when they saw you. Because pee-pee, you can handle. Like, poo-poo, you know she did everything in her power not to go poo-poo when she saw you. Because poo-poo, you gotta go home, like, you need to make new friends. Like, poo-poo is a crisis. To make a girl go poo-poo when she sees you. But then I thought no one, the reason he didn't do it is because, like, no one wants to hear poo-poo on a track. You would hear that and be like, oh, I want more out of you, B.I.G. Like, pee-pee is cute and funny. Poo-poo, you're like, what are you doing? All right, thanks so much for coming out, guys. I really appreciate it. I love this show. I love you guys for coming out. Get home safe. Thanks, guys.